Good morning, everybody. We have a GoPro now, but this is still just footage off of my iPhone. Getting the GoPro figured out. So, unfortunately, I had to format this SD card, so I lost every bit of footage that I had. I filmed like 4 videos, and it said it immediately filled up, and it's a 128 gigabyte SD card, and I said no, that can't be right. So I lost everything. So we're gonna start from scratch. Got a little GoPro set up on here to see if this quality of video is any better than my iPhone for some stuff. This also just lets me mount it to the trailer, and then when I'm doing long hauls I can get some maybe sunset shots or something going down the highway. We're at the scrapyard right now, obviously. Ooh, I don't know how well you can see. They got homegirl out here directing trucks. Looks like they have both scales open, so I might get out of here quicker yet. This scrapyard setup, they have obviously you come in, you weigh in, you pull into the right side of the yard, and then you go back through, and then you have different areas of scrap. They take auto bodies and heavy steel all the way to the back, and then you go through kind of the middle of the yard and you weigh out through another set of scales there. They have more than 5 sets of scales here. It's insane. Scales are not cheap at all. But we're gonna get weighed in here, and then I might be able to put the camera somewhere so you guys can see the claw do its magic. Yep, bear with me while I figure out this GoPro. We'll see if it's worth it. Something smells absolutely wretched here, so let's get unstrapped. Busy place. Seems like they're waiting on me now, so we're just speeding it along. I wonder if there's somewhere I could hide it. Probably not yet. Thumbnail. Let's go get some tires put on. Alright, we got tires put on. A lot more expensive than I wanted to spend today, but now we have brand new rubber, and I already feel a difference. I've done 12,000 miles on highway tires. Of course, somebody's calling me. 2 seconds. Dispatcher's still trying to give me random work. No, I don't want to go over the road. But we got tires put on. Now we're flying down the 17 to go hook back up to the trailer. There's some cones that need to get picked up from Peoria, and they want to get dropped off in Phoenix before noon. So we're going to try to hook up the trailer fastest than we ever have, and get on the road to Peoria and make some people happy. Going on, made it over to the shipper. Initial guy who called, I mean, I'm sure it's a rush, but initial guy who called me is like, hey, they need it by noon, can you make it happen? I'm like, is noon 30 okay? And he's like, yeah, it should be fine. I'm like, okay, cool. And then the lady who dispatched me and gave me the information, I'm like, yeah, I'm already 10 minutes from the shipper. And she's like, oh, wow. And I was like, yeah, well, they told me there's a freaking rush on it. So maybe not, maybe yes. We're here anyway, about to get loaded. I don't know how I feel about mounting the GoPro, because I loaded trucks for 5 years on a forklift, and I know what it feels like when people are watching and filming. But maybe he'll be cool with it, we'll see. We'll get loaded, try and get some footage of tying down, and then we'll just head out to Surprise. Nice and quick one. Tires feel incredible. Michelin Defenders, amazing. I dropped the ball on unloading, but let's see if I can just record us out of here.
On the right path for the exit?
Yeah, just take it straight on out.
Just keep going?
Yep.
All right, thank you.
So that was a cluster. Thankfully all my tires are okay, so that's all I really care about. God, it's just like the day after I'd like tell myself I really need to be careful with job sites and everything, like that happens. Good Lord. But I texted the broker who got it for me in like my heat of rage, and I was like, sent him a picture. I was like, this job site's effing stupid. Like, this is ridiculous. Is there any more room in the rate? I should have asked for this initially. Yada yada. That's not ideal. Like, I don't, you know. Well, what are you gonna do? He gave me a little extra money in the rate, and that's cool because I wanted him to still be in, like, you know, good mood with me. God, man, that was a lot. And then they usually just forklift them off, but the excavator the size of like Zeus came over, just hovering over the thing, and I'm like, you want me to do this? He's nodded, yeah. These tires are good though. I had to put it in 4-wheel drive once, and I was kind of worried because they're highway tires, how they would do in the dirt. But my trailer got stuck, and these tires still pulled them out of it. So I'm happy with the tires, and they are smooth as butter. They squat pretty good, so I'm gonna put the guy I got the tires from recommended putting the rears to 80 when you're towing, and I was like, that kind of seems excessive, but now I understand why. I only had 6,000 on the deck, and the tires were squatting pretty good. Brand new tires, you can hear it, it's just flinging all the rocks and shit off. There's my wife asking for an update, I'm sure. Tomorrow I'm gonna pick up a load of cars in the morning, going to the scrapyard, and then probably hang around Phoenix until the afternoon when a buddy of mine wants me to move some garage doors and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. I'll probably make a video rolling over to the scrapyard and get some better footage of that tomorrow than I did today. About to hit the highway. Just glad everything went well. That's all you can ask for. Appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully this GoPro is better. I haven't watched any footage, so we'll see when I put it on my computer iPad how well it does. But thanks for guys for watching. Have fucking rocks. Take it easy.